Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. It's a very casual atmosphere, really lively. Welcome to the opening of this very special exhibition honoring the 7th anniversary of the Younes and Soraya Nazarian Library Renovation and Expansion Project. My name is Naomi Gradinger, and I'm the library director. Together with academic director of the library, Professor Daphna Erdinest-Vulcan, and all of my colleagues in the library, it is a special privilege to be welcome you all. Exactly 7 years ago, I officiated the inauguration ceremony of the new wing of the library. On one hand, we take the new wing for granted. No one can imagine the library without the new wing. On the other hand, we still call it the new wing of the library, and it will probably remain the new wing for many, many more years to come. The idea of expanding the library was that of late Professor Baruch Kipnis. Oren Weinberg, Pnina Erez, Chumi Rekem, Yudit Shemesh, and many other people from the library, from the university administration, and from the university's construction department, together with architect Asaf Lerman, have designed, planned, and implemented the vision of the library in the 21st century. None of this could have taken place without the generous donation and commitment of the Nazarian family, who see the importance and contribution of libraries to the advancement of human knowledge, research, teaching, and study. Thanks again. Thanks again for the best gift to the university. And thank you for your involvement and interest in the development of the library. We hope that the close and warm relationship will continue for many more years to come. The connection of the library to the Nazarian family is reflected in the library's logo, based on the sculpture Legacy created by Mrs. Soraya Nazarian. And this is something that we are very proud of. The new wing changed the library and changed the campus. The library is located in a central area on campus and have a central role in the campus life. The spacious offices, the very well-equipped meeting rooms, the auditorium, the study spaces for individual study and for group studies, the inviting venue, and the relaxed and respectful atmosphere are all part of the library experience. The renovation and new wing allow us to introduce new activities that we were not able to carry before. We call it outreach, activities beyond the traditional function of the library, such as display of exhibitions, book fairs, attractive activities for kids and youth on Scientist Night, Purim parties, events and seminars, and more. The library is also an attractive place for tours and visits. Thousands of visitors enter the library every day. Our meeting rooms are fully booked and have waiting lists. We have a computerized room reservation system to moderate the demands. The university community finds the library an inviting and inspiring place to study, research, work together, and for social gatherings. The construction process took about 4 years. This year, we mark the 7 excellent years we have had since the inauguration of the library. And we mark it in an exhibition on the construction process. All visitors entering the main university building will view the exhibition situated in a central location. Many efforts and joint forces put into this exhibition. The library collaborated with Professor Sharon Poliakine, the university curator, IMA Foundation. The university administration was very fond of the idea and funded the exhibition, and architect Asaf Lerman, who contributed to the design and content of the exhibition, and unfortunately is unable to participate with us in the opening event due to his father's sudden death last week. We send Asaf sincere condolences from all of us and share his and his family's sorrow. I'm honored to invite Professor Sharon Poliakine, the curator of the university.
I asked Sharon Nazarian if I can speak in Hebrew. She said yes, so maybe I'll speak in Hebrew. Maybe not, I don't know. We'll see. Hi, okay, I speak in English. When I'm sitting here and looking at the exhibition, I'm thinking about, I'm an artist. So when an artist knows that a work art is good, when the work art look good, but it seems like there was not much effort to do it, that it was easy to do it, that there was no effort put into it. It was like, even though there was a lot of effort put into it, but when you look at it, it's so cozy and nice and right and correct. This is a good thing. And also, when I was talking with Asaf Lerman, the architect, and I said, listen, maybe we'll postpone the exhibition, we need some more time to work on it. So he said, I think it's time of goodwill. There is so many people who really want this exhibition to happen. I'm talking about the president and about the Nazarian family and the library and everybody, and he, Asaf Lerman, he was so happy to give away the photographs and to design. And also the idea of this exhibition was to locate it here. I think Esther was present in a talk we had, and he said, we need to find a special place to do this exhibition because it's a special library. And he offered to put it here, and I think it's our first, I think we're going to use it for many more exhibitions. But as you can see, it's very easy done. No effort, no sweat, no, seriously. And that's what's so beautiful about it. Also, I'm so happy to stand here and to see how this exhibition works so well with the Avram Ofek murals. And I think it's a meeting of times, because Avram Ofek, he did this artwork, I think in the 70s, and he's talking about Israel and about what's happening here. And he was teaching here at the art school. Actually, there was no art school then, it was an art department. And look at the meeting between Avram Ofek, the exhibition, and also the architecture of the entrance here, which is, I think, a masterpiece. So I'm so happy to be involved in this project, even though people who worked with me know that it was quite hard to work with me because I wasn't sure that it will happen, but it did. Thank you to Jenny, who is the graphic designer of this exhibition. And one more thing, I love the Nazarian family. I feel in a way that beside of the involvement at the university, I feel like became maybe a little bit friends. So to do something with friends, it's a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sharon. It's good that it's not in the library. I spilled the coffee. I have the pleasure to invite Professor Daphna Vulkaner-Dinest, the academic head of the library.
Good afternoon. Welcome, everybody. psychologists talk about the seventh year's itch, okay? Normally it means something very troubling. It means a change, but it's also a time for stock taking. And this is precisely what we're here to do today, to take stock of what happened in the course of the past 7 years since the new wing was built. And as you can see, and as everyone can see, not only in the exhibition, anyone who gets into the building is immensely impressed with the beauty of this building, the sheer spirit of avant-garde, as it were, which has not really worn out. It's still there with us. And avant-garde is really what a university is all about. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank the fantastic librarians who work and make every effort to be worthy of the building. The building is certainly worthy of them. And they are a fantastic group of dedicated professionals. I've been impressed with this for the past 3 years, every single day. It's a pleasure and a privilege to work with these people. And I think that this building and the people working in it are an asset, a real asset to the University of Haifa, to the researchers, to the lecturers, and to the students. I would like to extend my special thanks to the Nazarian family for their contribution and their ongoing involvement in what's happening to the university, to the library within the university. I'd like to thank the people who were involved, who are now retired and are happily here with us, and the people who are now running this huge and complex operation. Thank you, everybody, and welcome to the library.
תודה רבה, דפנה. And now I have the special pleasure and honor to invite Dr. Sharon Nazarian.
Thank you, Naomi, and I totally agree with Daphna that taking stock, anniversaries are very important in that. And this morning, as I was on my drive to Haifa, I was thinking about 7 years and all the people and the real decision-making that initially went to making this very important decision. At the time of our gift, this was the largest gift in the history of our foundation. So I was really taking stock, and I thought that this was really, for me, my laboratory of becoming a philanthropist as a young woman at that time. This is many years ago, I won't tell you how many. But I learned so much through this experience. I learned to read plans for the first time in my life. I had never done that. I learned to really have partners, that we had a vision together. At that time with President Aaron Ben-Zev and Nina and others. And I really learned the responsibility. And I remember the reason that I even decided, our family decided to give this gift was I had been a student here, we had been involved with the university. But more than anything, I read a report from the Board of Governors, where in it, sitting in LA, said, we want to renovate the library. And we had just started making a decision of supporting libraries in Israel. And I went to my dad, I said, Dad, there's an opportunity here. So I want the two of you to know that we do read things you sent us, and good things do come from them. But for me, it's really, I feel like I've grown so much over the past 7 years, and I've grown along with this project. I get emails, I can't say daily, but definitely on a monthly and multiple times a year from all over the world. People write to me and say, we sat in your beautiful library. So imagine how beautiful that makes us feel, makes my parents feel. My dad, to this day, I'm sorry he couldn't be here with us. They're in LA, they're well. He's older now, he's 87. You'll see a picture of him over there where he was the vibrant man that, I don't know if you really saw him, you might have seen him, Fred, but before you, Ron. But he would always talk about this library as the jewel, really the jewel of the crown of libraries in Israel. And he was the best ambassador. He has so much pride to this day of being affiliated with the University of Haifa, of being affiliated with this fantastic library. So I have to say, more than anything, we want to thank you as a family. We want to thank you for bringing us into this journey. We want to thank you for making us a part of this wonderful, wonderful Haifa University family, for commemorating in such a beautiful way. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, everyone who was part of this. I'm sorry Asaf wasn't here. That was another friend that we made. a journey that was also challenging, and dealing with architects are not easy, you all know that. But thankfully the product was beautiful. So I really am privileged to be here and representing my family. I'm here to say thank you, and really we could not be more happy with the results. So thank you for doing this.
Thank you very much, Sharon, for your really kind words. Dear Sharon, we would like to present you a token of appreciation. We want to send you with you a souvenir of the new possibilities that the new building and renovation has brought into the library, something from the exhibitions we currently presenting. A few months ago, we published a photography competition on the topic Studying in the Library. The competition was open to the entire university community, researchers, staff, and students. We received over 120 photographs, of which 24 photographs were selected by a professional committee headed by Professor Sharon Poliakine for exhibition on the walls of the main floor. And afterwards, everyone is also invited to see the exhibition. This is the library greatness. The competition and exhibitions are another way of bringing people into the library and closer to the library in a non-traditional way. So this is really magnificent. And we are honored to present you with one of the photographs. I would like to invite Dana Tuller, an artist, graphic designer, and a student at the arts department here at the University of Haifa. Dana's photo is one of the chosen photographs for the exhibition. Sharon, please.
Thank you so much.
Now you have to open it.
Thank you. Thank you. What an amazing, amazing gift. Wow. What I forgot to tell you is that we've had so many happy occasions connected with the opening. It was my daughter's bat mitzvah, the actual opening of the new wing. So I have so many wonderful memories with this building. And of course, my mom's sculpture. Oh wow! Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you so much. I'm privileged. No, we're privileged. I'll take this home with happiness and present it to my parents. Thank you.
We have a hard cover for it, so you can carry. And the ribbon? Okay. And now we cannot retreat without acknowledgements to everyone who brought the exhibition to completion. Thank you very much to Jenny Carmel. Where is she? The person in charge of graphic design and library outreach, for initiating and introducing the idea of the exhibition, as well as producing it. And it is Jenny's birthday today, so thank you and happy birthday. Professor Sharon Poliakine, curator of the university, a library lover, and a friend of the library, and a friend of us, that immediately joined the production of the exhibition and put a lot of effort and hard work. Toda rabba, as always. Our architect Asaf Lerman for his willingness and joy to cooperate and his contribution to the design and content of the exhibition. To the management of the university for funding the exhibition. Many thanks. Many thanks to all the university staff who assisted in the construction of the exhibition, the logistic team of the building, and the library staff. Thank you very much to IMA Foundation and the Nazarian family for their input and enthusiasm for the idea of the exhibition. Thank you very much, Sharon, for your presence at the opening of this exhibition and warm, warm regards to your parents. Thank you all for attending. You're invited to have l'chaim and chocolate and enjoy the beautiful exhibition. And don't forget to visit the real thing. It's behind this wall, the library. Good afternoon.